Welcome to an all-new watch party for Saturday afternoon's main event. This is Corey the Brain. As you can see, I got booked. I don't know how it happened, but they reached the bottom of the barrel again this week. Sorry for a little bit of a light situation, but we'll fix that momentarily. But we will be starting live with another great episode of, hopefully for the build of Monday Night Raw. Oh, with darkness. Yeah, that's awesome. Here we go. But this is the Go Home Monday Night Raw in WrestleMania 42. We will be joined by the Phenomenal One in a few minutes. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do here to build off of, how do I say this? McAfee's amazing overshadowing of the co-main event, the night one main event of Cody Rhodes versus his legacy partner in Randy Orton. It's going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out. We start off with the tribal chief talking to the audience. I believe this is from an interview from from earlier this week, but talking about revisionist history, Roman Reigns. Talking about being a hypocrite, CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless. Powerbomb Central here from the ring. Getting a little bit of review of what led us to this point. Wow, who thought in 2026 you would see Ryback on our screen? But a little history of the start of the Shield. Here to make friends, not money, and then they're showing pictures of CM Punk just making everybody happy, loving the people, even the Saudi people apparently. I do wonder, do we get GM to sponsor 25% off on the Sunday show now? I mean, I don't know. This Pat McAfee thing, it's just, is it nice or not nice to say it's a turnoff to the wrestling fan? I would say it is, but we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk a little AEW Dynasty. I really hope this isn't all we see of Joe Anawani tonight. Indians are up 1-0 last time I checked. My apologies, a little dark. We'll fix the lighting in a little while. But see, it's a nice day in the Bronx. Oh, the threat has been laid down about CM Punk telling the truth or being laid out, basically. Crazy. 5 nights until WrestleMania. We see the gorgeous Stephanie Vaquer, who may have caused her opponent for a concussion, but hopefully she's Charlotte and Alexa coming in, and now we've got Bird Lady versus Charlotte Flair. The Ring General, Walter, heading into the arena. Got, you know what? I'm going to ask the Phenomenal what he thinks of the new theme with Eminem. I kind of like it. I'm glad it wasn't a 1 week one, you know, when they started this year. Look at that. We got a kid hanging out. We're showing all the people who couldn't afford to get inside, possibly. Or they decided they weren't going to go. It was like, screw this. We're just going to hang out. This is going to be interesting. How much live stuff do we get today? And how much of it is just going to be making sure everybody's healthy for Saturday and Sunday? I would say I think that this Oba Brock feud is by far the most over thing in anything that they're advertising for WrestleMania at this point, which is kind of amazing. Where I would say this is all because of, you know, Oba, but if you think back, you know, 4 or 5 months ago, and I guess it's more. I guess it was summer and when Brock came back, but Brock had for a lot of fans. Maybe it was more the smart marks. Had the go away heat because of the Janelle Grant situation and everything else. But it's just showing the power of Oba Femi being an actual possible draw. And of course, we'll see as time goes along, but him being an actual draw and seeing what he brings to the table. We finally see the inside of the arena. 5 nights away, we see a guy in a San Francisco 49er jersey, the great one, Joe Cool, Joe Montana. A man hasn't missed a meal in about 6 years. Clash at WrestleMania. So Adam Pearce and Triple C's much underrated cousin, Triple H, starting off road. Will sign this contract tonight separately. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Oracle, I believe, as he is nowadays known. Paul Heyman, Roman. They will sign separately because now it's WrestleMania Fight Week, which no one needs to even get close to the beat. Actually, you know, I like that. WrestleMania Fight Week. We could say they're a different type of fan for UFC, WWE, but I do like the term WrestleMania Fight Week. Dun, dun, dun. I always like Lesnar's music, I'd have to say. Wow, looking at my setup right now, I guess the light in from the outside, it looks like I'm in a rave, kind of. We have to figure that out, you know, shortly. But that was kind of crazy. That is kind of apartment. Don't not. Huh. Interesting. You know, Uncle Triple C is like watching this video going, what is wrong with this man's apartment? And he's not even using the liquid courage. I mean, I've got the seltzer coverage, but you know, I need to figure out what's going on here. Which is where Lesnar excels. It is what Lesnar does. It's where Brock earns his money. This Sunday could very well be an extremely different outcome WrestleMania Fight Week. Interesting.
Lesnar not wasting a second.
Lesnar signs off with his cowboy hat, ready to get back on the plane and go relax, on his farm. Nigerian death warrant. Huh. That makes me feel very safe. Nigerian death warrant. Okay. Lesnar with his best conversational skills in the last decade. The real, well, interesting. The real main event. Okay.
This Sunday at WrestleMania, the loser's name is Bob Benny. Balls deep into the rumors that the ruler can handle the beat. There will be a winner, the greatest combat sports athlete in history, the conqueror.
I didn't know John Jones was competing at WrestleMania, the greatest sports combat athlete of all time. How about that? All right, short and sweet. We'll see if Brock comes back out to some sort of confrontation, but one half is signed. We'll see what Obafemi does. Oh, wow, they're doing it two separate things. All right, that's interesting.
There's something funny happening with Sting with I Show Speed. He really has put himself in the middle of it now. Last week, Sting was at ringside when Oscar Perry, who would shove I Show Speed into Atlanta, and Mayhem would follow. Talking about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I Show Speed stuck between LA Knight and Usos, trying to make a run for it. But eventually got caught in the clutches of Megastar.
Oh my God, I can see something now. Setting, it's a beautiful thing. All right, showing a highlight from last Monday with the I Show Speed situation, setting up the 6-man tag for Sunday. Wow, I Show Speed with his own WWE t-shirt.
I'm not a wrestler. This is my first match in WrestleMania. Like, what are you saying, Speed? It doesn't matter. You're not a wrestler. It doesn't matter. That looks disgusting on you, bro. You're a phenom. You're in this whether you like it or not, brother. You're I Show Speed. So it's time to lock in. Lock in. Come on. Brandon scheduled tomorrow. WrestleMania, sir. Let's think about it, though. So,
Yeah, I Show Speed. You have a match and Kofi Kingston doesn't. I mean, yeah, that's great. Ray Phoenix doesn't have a match. That's great.
Everyone hates you. I mean it. Except us, we got your back. And you gotta get our back. Okay? So time to lock in and let's get this bread. All right, so let's go. Let's do it.
I Show Speed. He's getting a better name. I mean, he's got 6 zillion followers, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I wonder if this was like taped at the Nightmare Factory, maybe, or. It's not a bad training video. Is that Dante Chen getting TV time? I mean, nobody outside of like maybe 2 appearances actually knows who Dante Chen is, but actually, could Dante Chen be in this match instead of iShow Speed?
Wrestlemania Saturday.
Oh, interesting. I LA Knight, the Usos, 6-man tag will be opening Saturday's show. That's kind of something a little different. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss coming out to the ring now for their singles match. All hail the queen of something. I mean, I'll be honest. I've never been the biggest Charlotte Flair fan. I mean, I think she's by far my least favorite of the four horsemen of NXT. But I do think it is interesting, the idea that she's kind of stepped back over the last year and a half and is not going to be in a main event match, which I think is very noble. I don't know if that's the right word or what or not, but definitely is interesting. As we go to our first commercial break of the night, and if you are a Netflix international subscriber, you see Charlotte getting ready to enter the ring, and we've got the Fiend doll for Alexa Bliss. Wow, 3-time tag champion, 14-time world champion. 12,000 plus in Sacramento, California. That's a good sign. Maybe some of these people will actually buy tickets for WrestleMania. So when the discount code comes, possibly. All about the moments. Giannis having more airtime on WWE programming than actually in an NBA game. Future possible New York Knicks next year.
That to me, perhaps the most shocking moment in WrestleMania history. Hard to disagree with. I was in the
Bird Lady's coming out now. I don't know what it is. I think Lila's actually pretty damn good for what she is, but for some reason I can never remember her name. I don't mean to be insulting to Lyra Valkyria or all the other Valkyrias out there, but just for some reason her name does not remind me to say the role model Bird Lady. Barely looking like a. Coming back to live action in about 5 seconds here.
Stadium in Las Vegas, home of the NFL's Raiders for Wrestlemania 5 days away.
So Friday kickoff show, 5 o'clock on ESPN2. Interesting. SmackDown, of course, 8 o'clock on the USA Network. And then NXT. Netflix will have the Hall of Fame, which might end 10 minutes before the actual WrestleMania, the way those speeches go.
Teammate Bailey's Friday Night SmackDown matchup against the Alexa Bliss. Very one-on-one this past Friday, and there were.
I wonder if this is a first-time matchup between Lyra and Charlotte. I mean, these people wind up face each other so often. Sometimes you don't know, but this is an interesting matchup.
On the outside, mocking Charlotte Flair, which forced Bailey to take her eye off the ball just long enough for Alexa Bliss to strike, rolling up the role model and giving her team momentum as we head toward Las Vegas.
It's kind of interesting. Charlotte Flair was on Busted Open Radio last week, and Don LaGreca, who's the host of the show, was basically moaning and groaning the fact that Charlotte wasn't in a main event spot this time around. And I give Charlotte, I mean, I don't think Charlotte's, like you said, the greatest ever or anything like some people. But I give her credit the fact that she handled a lot of that uncomfortableness of saying, yes, the company, has screwed you over by not having you in a main event. Give her credit with that. But this match has just started. We'll see if Charlotte goes and puts over Lycuria, or if Lycuria loses, get back to the momentum after her tag team partner, lost last week and barely.
Excited that she's not missing WrestleMania for a second straight year. And a tall task awaits.
Oh, nice. A little bit of one-upsmanship to start this match between the quote-unquote queen of WWE and the Crazy Bird Lady, maybe? I don't know.
Well, Charlotte Flair on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania just feels like Charlotte Flair was built for WrestleMania.
She's at WrestleMania.
With Alexa Bliss and hard hands and denim jackets. It's not the queen. I want Charlotte Flair the most dominant female competitor in WWE history.
We get a little chippy over here now. After Charlotte basically walking all over her opponent, literally. We got beeps all around my apartment with notifications about the Cleveland Guardians game, so I do apologize for those who have, hearing those in the background.
Clearly didn't learn anything because she's out here talking to us, taking her eye off of the task at hand, that being live this match with Charlotte Flair. I don't like what I'm seeing out of Bailey. She should be more locked in. She should be focused, not just celebrating the fact she's part of her arena. She should want to win gold. Side stepping back, period, puts it to a boot. Lyra, Intercontinental champ, one-time tag as well.
Good start of the match for Charlotte. Oh, leg caught. Sweep. Lyra getting ready to fly. All right, Charlotte taking a bump there. That's good. Ooh, big boot on the outside. We go to our first commercial break of this match. do wonder though, how much interest do people have? I mean, I know if you listen to people, the return of the Bellas has always been a big deal where people actually, like Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful often talks about how women who aren't wrestling fans at all were interested in the Bellas. So, I mean, I think that's kind of the interest level of bringing them back. I'll be honest, I don't know how much I really care about this match. I mean, I think everyone's doing a pretty solid job of promoting this match. But I don't know what. Jesus.
That next level of intensity. Now Kyria rolls up Charlotte. Near fall again.
It's always funny. Sometimes I think I said this last week. Some of the best stuff in these matches actually turns out to be during the commercial breaks.
Very much so, very technically sound, as I was saying.
Apologize, guys. Looking at text messages from all different places.
Saturday, which of these teams do you give the edge? Honestly, right now, based off of what happened Friday night, you got to give the edge to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They've been working together as a team. Again, I saw now to the authenticity of their friendship.
Yeah, thinking about it, I really think that they should have mostly had. I'm not sure which one because you broke them up leading into Mania, but I would have had an NXT women's team in this four-way. Clash in Italy, Sunday, May 31st. Basically a week after Double or Nothing. Best part about these shows around the world is they're always during the day. So you can figure out a way to get out of there. About to come back live in a few moments. I will say I like the fact that they've changed the graphic where it's no longer every 3 minutes promoting the video game, so we don't have to see their rankings, because I'm sure that we would have found out that Charlotte is a 103 in the game.
Now line without Kyria looking to rally. Loves to fly, top rope, big leg drop.
Ooh, nice leg drop from top. Charlotte just gets the shoulder up. Interesting.
Leg drop like a guillotine across the back of Flair's neck. Now we're going to go to the ropes once again.
25% of WrestleMania Saturday tickets now ends on Monday Night Raw. Interesting. Ooh. I would say this match might be better than the actual women's tag team four-way that we'll get coming out of Mania. Nice moonsault. Kick out by Valkyria. Good to see. We've learned there's grit and resilience. That's good to being a WWE, what do they say, superstar.
really trying to rally the WWE fans. Charlotte now looked like she was going to that to a selection. Lyra though goes down.
Almost a 3 count from Lyra. I mean, of course, you never know the chemistry people are going to have in the ring. But, you know, I'm not going to say this is a WrestleMania-worthy match. But these women are really working hard. And watching this, I'd rather have seen these two wrestle a singles match instead of this tag team 4-way. Another kick out by showing some grit.
Unable to finish the job.
I guess the thing that's a little weird about this is both of these teams are quote unquote baby faces, and the majority of the matches leading up to it have been between them, which makes it a little weird, the fact that who are we supposed to be rooting or not rooting for. Like, I understand these are most likely, well, not even most likely, absolutely the 4 most well-rounded in-ring performers. So if you're building to anticipation, I kind of get it, and you want to protect, you know, the younger, greener Lash legends and the Bellas who really haven't had many matches over the last, you know, decade. 1, 2, 3. Wow, biggest possible, if not the biggest win of Valkyria's career besides the Becky Lynch matches. Okay, we got a little tempers flaring here. We might get a little more action post the bell. You know what, everyone who either is watching live now or who will watch the replay, we always appreciate if you subscribe to the channel and, of course, to the Instagram and Twitch. And I believe the guys are also on the formerly known as Twitter. I guess now is X, along as you know, Elon Musk hasn't make Gronk the official only way to do anything there. Bubba Wallace, we got some NASCAR Media Ventures footage. Okay, we just found out that neither SmackDown nor Raw is a sellout at this point.
Well, after technical difficulties for the last 33 minutes, I think it's only fair that I can say that Mr. He Got Booked is definitely the one and only Corey the Brain. Corey, appreciate you for taking over for the last 30 minutes.
Of course.
But, of course, guys, it is a phenomenal one here on Saturday afternoon's main event. We're here for the Monday Night Raw watch party. If you are watching, I see my boy Xavier up in Twitch. He says, what a nice cool down this should be from AEW Dynasty, right? But all in all, I have to say that, look, as LA Knight and the Usos are kind of face to face with Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, Corey, go home show to WrestleMania later this weekend. How are you feeling so far? What has turned out?
WrestleMania Fight Week, which Brock, when the Brock, I like that term, WrestleMania Fight Week. I mean, I know the UFC and the WrestleMania fans are a little bit different, but I like that term that was used earlier. I'm interested. I'm not super excited for Mania. I mean, I think we got the best show of the week last night. I mean, some of us may still be sleeping from catching sleep from it, but I do think it's which I hopefully get a couple minutes to talk about. But Vaquer coming in with a super short dress, interesting.
Stephanie Vaquer being Stephanie Vaquer. We love to see
it. Good times, but you didn't miss a ton to start the show. We had Brock came out and he signed the contract, and then we had the women's match between Valkyrie and Sharp, I think it's most likely that match will be 1,000 times better than whatever we get in the 4-way on Sunday. Is this Penta coming out?
Yes.
Wait, once again, I don't get it. Wait, I have never seen you and Penta in the same place at the same time. I'm just gonna say.
You know, it just seems to happen, man. Penta's a really strategic fellow. You know, it just so happens that he just, pops up on people's television screens when, I'm around sometimes. But, those other times things may happen, I don't know. I probably took a quick trip to San Francisco, down all right to Sacramento.
From time to time, but we'll figure. I'm sure it's some point.
Teleportation, man, one of my greatest superpowers.
Okay. I've heard. But, for all those who had to sit through 33 minutes of vanilla goodness, the Chocolate Thunder has arrived. So, Black Ice, as we are called, I've deemed us the Black Ice Watch Party. That's what I.
The Black Ice Watch Party. That's a good. That's a cool name to hear for the first time. But it seems like Penta's about to cut a promo.
Buenas noches.
Good evening.
Oh boy. Oh no, Rey Mysterio's gonna win my title after not being on TV for months for a day.
Let's hope that's not the case. A lot of people were saying Rey Mysterio might actually walk out of WrestleMania with the title. I hope not. For me, it's either Penta retains, or I would want to see Javon Evans hold the title.
That'd be cool.
It's pretty
cool,
and
if when you get a chance to listen back to my amazing commentary for the 33, I am just they did a promo of setting up a little bit more of I Show Speed. They did like a training montage, which I thought was done, but my first thought just was like Ray Phoenix isn't on this show. But I Show Speed is, Kofi Kingston is on this show. I'm like Carmelo Hayes, which
man. Tiffany Stratton isn't on the card. That should tell you enough. Alongside Julia, I've had enough. I've had enough of this WrestleMania card. Bad luck.
Hey, this is not just a match.
Oh, he's saying this is not just a match, guys. This is a war. Huh.
I wonder if this is going to be his only time on screen for the whole entire show. Hey, give me that.
I mean, they did go ahead and choose to make this the kind of like Netflix commercial break type of thing for only people that would be like, overseas watching this, or for the VPN fans. But, of course, it sucks that we won't be able to see, if people who weren't watching on the VPN, they didn't see this, it will be great for the domestic fans to know what just happened. But,
Yeah, it's interesting. Netflix has a Hogan documentary. Peacock has a Shawn Michaels documentary,
which is so good. I just got done watching it this afternoon.
It's out already. Okay.
Yeah, it's out. It came out today. It's genuinely a great documentary. I loved it.
All right, so this will take 2 seconds. Is it WWE revised history, or does it really feel like, that is it sugar coated, or do we actually learn something real about Shawn Michaels?
So it's sugar coated to an extent, but then when it comes down to trials and tribulations, like the late 1990s Shawn into 2000s, prior to his what's the word that I
did you say recircumcision?
I was about to say that, but then I was gonna say
hey, Christopher Moore is not here. You don't have to bring the filth to the program.
Look. That's why I promoted the sense that this is a family show, even though it's a watch party. So that's why I made the sense of it all. But no, I would say regenification of like the individual himself. They do talk about that a lot. And just the new version of him and how much he's changed from what it was that the Shawn Michaels of old was to the prior generation. So I can say it's a mix of both. I wouldn't say it's revisionist history. None of it is genuinely revisionist history, because it genuinely touches on the history of his injury, how he went ahead and used painkillers, and how.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of got deep, and he talked about a lot of good deep stuff. So I liked it.
How did I've seen in previews? How did Ethan Page come across in it?
Ethan Page is a salt of the earth kind of guy, man. I like, you know, I remember when I first came across Ethan Page. I think when Vice TV had a couple of, like, you know, docuseries on the wrestlers.
The wrestlers, him and
you know,
Darby Allin,
yeah, you know, and you could tell Ethan Page was a salt of the earth kind of guy when he would have like I remember when they did the shovel spot in Evolve, and he was like, yeah, you know, he told Sapolsky, yeah, Darby's cut up. I should have never done the spot, whatever. And you know, the way he was just coming off the Darby, I was just like, damn, this is Ethan Page? Oh my gosh, man, I just love Canadians. But at the same time, you know, it's funny. It's funny, you know, I don't want to give away too much of the documentary, but there was a part in it where I think you remember the NXT spot. I know you probably don't watch NXT as much, Corey, but there was a spot where when he was feuding with Javon Evans, Ethan Page used the chair to, like, you know, kind of break his neck, so to say, storyline wise. I don't know if you may remember.
Sorry, but oh yeah, absolutely. I sit through the Tuesday Night Wars.
So yeah, so that happened. They were rehearsing the spot with Sean, so it kind of turned into WWE Unreal for like a couple of minutes. But as Ethan Page was sitting there, and he was like, "Boss, I don't know. I genuinely don't want to do the spot. I don't want to hurt Javon, because yeah, you know, even though." And I sat there, I was like, "This is the same guy that cut open Darby Allin's arm with the whole shovel." Meanwhile, he's afraid to do a gimmick chair spot with Javon Evans, and Sean was like, "You know what? Before you do it to Javon, do it to me then." And Sean literally got up under the chair and he put it under the same placement as if it would have been Javon later that night. And he was like, okay, Ethan, now stomp on the chair. And Ethan finally did stomp on the chair. Sean sold it, and he was like, look, this is the mechanics of why I'm telling you it's okay to do. Because you see, it's more on my jaw than it is on my neck. And when you do step on it, the lip of the chair genuinely doesn't bend into anything, because of course it's a gimmick chair. He was like, look, Ethan, you're okay, don't worry about it, you can do the spot. And that's what proceeded with Ethan Page to want to go ahead and do the spot. So it was like, I kind of sat there and looked at it as like, okay, he's kind of like Vince in a sense. I know it's a weird comparison to use, but you know, before anybody else would want to go ahead and do something death-defying, Vince will be the first one to want to do it, right? So in the same sense, I kind of see that Sean adapted to that and was okay with it, because of course I do remember WrestleMania 12 with Sean going ahead and, you know, doing the entrance from the rafters and stuff. He didn't do it first, Vince did it first, just to show Sean that it was okay. And I think Sean adapted to that sense and style of making sure that his wrestlers feel okay with doing things at a certain extent to where they don't have to feel afraid. As we sit here and see that Liv and Stephanie are having an all-out brawl. Jeez.
Kathy Kelly, the greatest actress who ever lived, still sitting in the corner going, what happened? What happened?
Uh-huh. But yeah, I have to say, Corey, it's a really good documentary. It's a really good documentary.
All right, I'll check that. I still have Peacock for a little while. I'll check that out this week.
Oh,
so you excited as you are as excited for the Hogan documentary? No.
I'll watch on the plane later this week. Yeah, I don't want like I'm usually when I'm on those flights to, you know, long places, I like going ahead and sitting there and saying to myself, okay, I'll give myself enough time to download a couple of things just to sit down and watch for the next like 3 hours or so. I know it's gonna be a 4-hour flight, so I was like, you know what, to hell with it. I'll fall asleep for the first 2 hours, and then the next 2 hours I'll just spend time watching the Hogan documentary. Look, it works for me in the end. Right?
Kathy Kelly's broken.
Poor Kathy. Oh, perfect selling from her.
I well, hope it's selling.
I hope it's selling.
WrestleManias. Oh, I don't know if you were back in time to see. They actually put a graphic on saying this Saturday sale is over. So.
Oh, it's over? I thought they would have waited till midnight.
Maybe I misread it, but I thought they said that. And of course, Saturday only, because they've sold less tickets than Sunday.
Exactly, but that's supposed to be the show that everybody wants to go to instead, right? Pat McAfee said, don't go to night 2. Everybody's going to night 2. That's funny.
Oh, and just want to apologize for anybody who, any messages on Twitch before the phenomenal one came in. I didn't have access to that, so I do apologize if anyone who was like, no one read my message. What's going on?
Xavier says, as long as the GOAT, the man, big time Becky Lynch wins, it will be the best WrestleMania ever.
Oh boy.
Yeah, X is a big Becky Lynch fan. I can't knock him for that one. I forget the first time I actually met him, he walked in with a man T-shirt into where we both worked at. It was just like, oh, wrestling fan, and instantly we that's how we kicked it off from there.
Nice.
You know, talk that AEW New Japan. You know, he look stand up guy, but yeah, he's a big Becky Lynch fan. But again, X, as much as I love you, man, AJ is winning at. I'm kidding. No, I think I have a feeling Becky Lynch is winning that match. Even though Io
So
Sky
we're
is
finally
out
setting
here
up
right
this
now.
match for WrestleMania? Or?
We know we're not getting this match at WrestleMania, man. It sucks that we're not.
Wow, Rhea Ripley's sidekick.
Feel good tonight against you.
So we're getting Kyrie versus Io tonight. How nice.
Which we've seen before, and it should be very good.
Exactly.
Good girl, come on, make it a little sound. She's a dog. That's hilarious.
Talk about it. As the Usos are prepared to make their entrance through the crowd, fans
Are they
getting
back
together.
to the good music, or are they gonna?
I hope it's the good music. I heard that they said they're gonna stop with the old music. Yes, it's the old music. Thank God. Had me scared for a second there, Corey.
And like I said before, for anybody, for all those watching.
Oh, they remixed it though.
Yeah. This is the first time in like it feels like it's the first time like in a month that they've actually shown their intro actually on TV. For the last last handful of weeks, they've done it during the commercial.
Exactly.
Is that the? I mean, you've watched as long as kind of as long as I have for as long as you've been around. We got the all right, the MIT versus the LA Knight and the Usos. That's right. We had that backstage segment. But I don't know what I was about to ask you. I totally forgot.
Corey, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, you missed it. If you get a chance to watch back, when they at the beginning they had Triple H out with for the first half of the contract signing,
Again?
and I said you got Triple C's cousin out there hanging out.
As I like to call him, Nose Man. You know that's my MO for Triple H.
I like that Nose Man.
Nose Man, yeah. Look, it is a freakishly large nose. I have to keep it $150.
And I could say this because I am, and he's not even Jewish.
Of course, the former tag team
See, those are the type of Jews. Those are the type of Jews. Those are the type of things you could say if you're Jewish. You said it, I'd be upset. I'd say it.
Was it promised to us 3,000 years ago?
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's all
that nose split the Red Sea. Yes. Oh, and I really enjoyed Valkyria versus Charlotte Flair. I think they had.
It seemed like it was a good match.
Yeah,
From
they
the
had a very
messages
good
that I was
match.
getting.
Yeah, they had a very good match. The one thing else, this is actually, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next couple hours, of course. Keyword hours. Me making fun of it, WWE after 5.5 hours of AEW. But this has actually been a better in-ring show than I expected because, a lot of these times, which I totally agree with the concept, these shows are usually a lot more safe because you don't want anybody to get hurt heading into WrestleMania. But like I said, the Bailey, I mean, not the care, Jesus Christ, Bird Lady. I even told you the reason why I say Bird Ladies. I think she's great, but I can never remember Lyra's name. I don't know why. It's like I remember Bailey, I remember Charlotte, I met her Alexa Bliss. I remember all these people. For some reason,
Uh-huh.
Lyra is just a name that does not like roll off the tongue of like, oh yeah. There was somebody who
Yeah.
actually had a sign in the front that said role model bird lady. So I'm not the only person, who calls her bird lady. Does this really? But does this really feel like WrestleMania week? I know you're going to be there, but something I said a couple of weeks back, and I fully believe this. I think a lot of the stuff going on, besides the Oba feud, which I think is built up quite well, I feel like almost every single one of these feuds kind of peaked too early.
Yeah. Indeed. I feel that for a lot of people that go to WrestleMania, I mean, you experienced it 2 years ago. I think, even though you probably weren't in tune with most of the matches or the storyline leading up, knowing that you were going, it was like, oh, first WrestleMania. Like, you feel the vibes imminently as the days approach towards the weekend. So for me, the beginning of this morning, I think it was 12:30 a.m. I had just woken up out of my sleep and I was like, it's Monday. I get on my flight in 3 more days. Yay! Like that. The feeling of knowing, okay, yeah, it is WrestleMania season. As to the contrary, before that, you feel a certain kind of way about the feuds walking in, and you're like, okay, well, it is WrestleMania, but the feeling isn't there. So I think leading up to this, I'm 50-50. Because I look at it from the perspective of, yes, I am going, and the perspective of, I'm also a fan. Some of this hasn't felt like WrestleMania. But again, I know the minute I land in Vegas, I'm in festive mode, So the thing is that it's part. I have to say, for most fans, it probably feels the same way.
Could totally respect that.
Absolutely. So we now know that the 6-man tag team match is indeed kicking off WrestleMania. Yay, so ISO Speed is opening up WrestleMania for the first time while Carmelo Hayes gets to sit on the couch. Perfect.
All right, the Indians slash Guardians are up 4-1. All right, cool. Anybody who's watched any of these, which we appreciate everyone who has, live or after the fact, my phone has updates for the sports teams that I care about. So, the Knicks are playing, so I get updates anytime somebody makes it. And, of course, being someone who has had, ADD officially, my attention goes from, score. Okay. So that was just the update there. So they said no Tama Tonga here tonight, which is interesting. So I guess all of these guys are in the Battle Royal. I guess that's what
Stupid Battle Royal that we already know that Royce Keys is going to win. Okay.
Yeah, I guess him and Solo will be the last two, maybe.
Well then, that's the way that they want to go. Sheesh.
My family tree.
Xavier says, "Shouts out to the Marlins." We're getting an 8-man street fight this Friday.
Yep.
The only way this entices me is if Tama Tonga finally turns on the MFTs. That's the only way this entices me.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I don't get. This is maybe I'm going to sound hypocritical when I say this, but and maybe it's kind of because I didn't realize who he was. But Lucha Underground, Jeff Cobb being in full mask and everything was cool. Jeff
But
Cobb
the face paint
looks stupid.
The
Even
face
if
paint,
it was Halloween week, I still think it looks stupid as hell.
Exactly.
No, it's war paint, but it doesn't look good.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't look good, especially when you have an individual like Hikuleu not having to wear the face paint. It's like, even though I know he's not wrestling, but still, it's just like, what the heck, You let the wrestlers actually look real.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just like Jeff Cobb looks like a jobber. even though he is kind of like right now in this current generation.
And so,
Ooh,
it didn't look like a
That was
great touch.
stiff. Yeah. Corner of the
Okay,
apron.
I know you guys are brothers, but why are you guys slapping each other's butts? What's going on? Oh, Jesus.
This is the Vince company now. Look. Are we really about to go to commercial again?
Telling you.
Oh, brother, these guys stink. I'm sorry, but this is what I mean. We were just in commercial with the Usos entrance. Not even 2 minutes into the match, we're already going to commercial again. This is Netflix, people, not cable television. We don't need ads every 5 minutes.
What are you?
Did I probably go in and out there?
That's the beauty of having the international feed. Yeah.
Indeed. At least you get to see what's going on after.
So dumb. I love you, Jeff Cobb.
Look, at least Hikuleo actually looks like.
So are you going to SmackDown as well? Or you?
No, hell no, no.
Well,
Look,
we got
again,
the notice earlier that.
Look, this year again, I am laying off so much wrestling. I'm actually taking the time for the city. The only three things that we're doing wrestling wise is WrestleMania and WWE World for one day, and that's the day of SmackDown.
Okay.
I do have a red eye on Monday, and me and my best friend, he has a red eye as well. We're both thinking of maybe, since we'll be there pretty much the whole day on Monday, we're thinking of going ahead and keeping our bags, like at the hotel, and just going to Raw after WrestleMania, since it's supposed to be the biggest Raw of the year. That's if the tickets are cheap, which I think they will be by the time we do get around to Monday. But
as long as you don't have pink eye on your red eye, you'll be fine.
I'll make sure to keep my eyes away from any types of asses. Thank you, Corey. But certainly, I'm genuinely looking at it from the sense of, if I really do feel the need to go to Monday Night Raw, I will. But that's only under one condition. Only under one condition. If something happens at WrestleMania that is so shocking and crazy that we know it will be addressed on the Raw after WrestleMania. That's the only way that happens. But if not, I'm actually okay with just keeping myself at the airport for the rest of the day and just drinking the day away. That's.
So is Triple C? How long is Triple C in there with you guys for?
He is. So he's coming in Thursday as well, and supposedly, he's leaving Monday morning into the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's with us pretty much the whole weekend as well, but he just leaves a bit more earlier. So
that's cool.
But yeah.
Oh, and behind the scenes kind of thing, but I made that comment on the Saturday show of what was better, Cody or the vodka as a chaser, and it popped a couple of people who I know watched the show. That popped them. They were very
He loves it. Look, for me, I sit there. The liquid courage is great for Unk. I have to agree. The liquid courage is great for Unk. I can only imagine what Saturday's show holds, because that is WrestleMania weekend. And since pre-gaming time is on, I believe that we'll all be on full effect. But it all comes down to if Uncle Triple C will be in full effect as well. If he is, listen, I think we're in for a good Saturday, which you guys can go ahead and watch on our YouTube and our Twitch and our Twitter, but mainly our YouTube if you want to. So just so you can leave comments, being Saturday afternoon's main event right here, which you are watching the watch party on. I'm telling you guys, this Saturday, you guys will want to tune in to the show. We're going to have our Mania predictions. We're going to have a whole ton of fun. Of course, it's going to be an hour, but hey, within that hour, a lot's going to happen. So look, we can't be mad at that.
And let's be honest, folks. What anything that gets spoken today will be the full version of anything known as AEW on that hour.
Indeed. Indeed, 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 indeed. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. You are not wrong.
Never
about
am. That's why I decided to join the watch party to make sure that at some point we spoke about the
The
Darby
fallout of
versus
Dynasty,
MJF. Yeah.
which I love the finish. I loved the right man went over. Praise to Kenny Omega for being that much of an in-ring worker. Cause he put MJF to the test. MJF went ahead and worked to the fullest on that. So did Kenny. The call of the match at the end from Excalibur saying, if MJF genuinely did get the right version of Kenny Omega and genuinely defeated him, I love the call of that. But still, all in all, the right man went over. I see Xavier say, Darby, I snooze. Which the match against Darby Allin and Andrade was a clinic. I loved it.
It was
I loved
good,
it.
yeah.
I just hate that we're getting it so early that Tony has to say, yeah, we're gonna get it this Wednesday. Look at
Oh, we got
Tama,
Tama.
my boy. Oh yeah. Shouts out to Uncle Triple C, but my boy Tama Tonga. Oh yeah, they're already showing the signs. I love it. I love it.
For his own adopted brother to lose.
Why did Tama Corey decide to show up when he did? Well, that's a great question. Only Tama can give you an answer for certain.
You'll have to check out SmackDown in about 7 weeks to find out the answer.
Hey, 7 weeks. That's way more earlier than when they had to go ahead and debut Royce Keys.
Exactly. It is amazing how terrible Tonga Loa is as a performer. But as a tag team, he's actually pretty solid with his adopted brother.
Since New Japan days, for me it was always the Tonga Loa chops.
Mm-hmm.
Tonga Loa, you gotta love him, man. It was the I felt like I was watching Dragon Ball Z for a cool little minute when I noticed those chops. Tonga Loa has to be the funniest individual on God's green earth. It was that. I think it was when they were in Bullet Club, and he dropped that promo where he began with ugly hoes and dusty old Doritos. I sat there and said to myself, this is how you start. I was like, I know the Japanese people might not understand you, but damn it, Tonga. Like, jeez, do I have to see Pat McAfee on my screen? I feel like I'm watching Chris Jericho in the Learning Tree. Get this off of here.
Oh, speaking of, what'd you think of Jericho and Ricochet? I thought they actually had a decent match.
Decent match. The fact that Chris Jericho can still hit a lion salt, perfect. I love that he's back in shape to be able to still hit it. It seemed like he was about inches away from possibly having a near-fatal accident, though. I have to say.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
But
I was surprised he put over Ricochet.
Which
I'm sure it's a longer 12-year story, like anything Jericho does. But I mean,
absolutely. But all in all, seeing Jericho continue to wrestle, at this point, it's not a gimmick. It's not trying to be comedic. It's him just genuinely probably trying to wind down the rest of his career being a workhorse. And that first match, coming back after a long time, being away, nursing that injury and everything, that he had to go ahead and go through. Of course, we know that he was touring with Fozzy. Not my cup of tea, but I still.
You don't like Fozzy?
I loved old Fozzy. How about that?
Okay.
Everything post Judas genuinely was my. My favorite song by far has to be Enemy. And that was like.
And I like Enemy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but everything post Judas hasn't been my cup of tea. That's just.
Did you hate 2004? Oh my God.
Again, I'm old head, Corey. You have to realize this at this point, man.
Oh no, you say 2004. I realize that 2004, which is 22 years ago, I
Yup.
was 24, 25. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
hell.
Yeah, certain
Jesus.
things you weren't born yet when I was.
Jeez, man. Holy cow.
I was playing. I when I was doing college radio back in a million years ago. I think we actually played the first Fozzy record.
Really?
Yeah.
You see,
Moon,
this is what
Moon
I'm
Goose.
talking about.
I forgot what his before he was legit. I mean, everybody knew, of course, it was Jericho, but he had a stage
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, I know he had a stage name to separate from the fact that he was Chris Jericho.
Right.
that was always funny to me. That he kind of like, played storyline into the band and everything, just kind of like, start off their names and stuff. I think he had a fake story behind, like, their, like, I would say their resurgence and stuff, right? Not only did he have like a gimmick name, but I think there was like a whole storyline behind it, like, kind of like a template towards what they were trying to build into. But genuinely, again, like, I love the old Fosse.
Something like that. Yeah. So we're,
I think we might be delayed a bit, Corey. I don't know.
oh, and I do apologize. I forgot to check out. What was that?
Oh yeah, we're definitely delayed.
Volter is coming out.
Yeah, Volter is coming out.
Now here's the big question I got to ask, putting you on the spot. Well, am I booked for Saturday or am I on the current jerkers?
I don't want to consider you being a part of the Curtain Jerker group. That would be a really tough situation there. I'd have to see, because again, I know, like, with StreamYard now, it usually has an issue where, like, it doesn't allow more than 4 people into the screen. So I have to see. Genuinely,
I'm just busting chops. I'm living the gimmick, brother. I'm living the gimmick.
But not this Club WWE stuff. If they can't explain it to us, I don't want to continue seeing it. Like, Jesus, man.
Gunther. Oh, I just said Gunther. The Ring General. I think it was might have been Bubba Ray or Bubba Dudley, whatever he's called, Bully Ray. I said 7 different names there, but I'm busted open. Said this whole entire McAfee thing would make more sense if he was part of the Walter Seth Rollins angle, because that he actually had stuff with him and
yes. But I mean, they were never gonna go ahead and go that route, which is what the issue is with standing. Like I continuously have to go ahead and express this. TKO wanted to go ahead and put him in the main event for some stupid freaking reason.
corporate synergy.
What comes of it now, I do not know. X says, we still demanding Gunther in the big 2026? Wild. I wouldn't think so. I mean, come on now, it's Gunther. Although he did defeat my GOAT, and, he forced him to tap like a bitch. I failed to get enough of Gunther. I wouldn't consider myself a Gunther glazer, but I have to say, Gunther is genuinely one of the best workers this industry has in the current generation. I have to say that. He exemplifies.
Oh, he is. I would say he is top 5, top 10 of the current generation.
Indeed, and he exemplifies British strong style to a T. That it's just like you can't ignore that. If you're a fan of the industry and if you love professional wrestling, you love Gunther's in-ring work. So for me, I love the wrestler. Can they do a lot more with the character? Yes, because they're not. Oh, dead naming. He said, my bad. He said dead naming, not demanding. No Ricochet.
Very funny.
Indeed. X, I feel you. Look, it has been a long evening, okay? It has been a long evening. I really read demanding. I thought it was... my apologies on that one, man.
Dead naming, not demanding.
Oh, jeez.
This is the thing they're doing. They did one early, none of these with Giannis. Favorite memories. Giannis was the breaking of the streak, which of course everyone says. So,
Won't you know?
which was a pretty cool moment.
Well, Las Vegas is hosting the 2026
Oh, the stupid Hall of Fame. Wait. Beginning 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, yeah, screw that. Screw that. 9 p.m. Pacific, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be drinking. Hell, yeah.
You'll have on your phone like, ooh, yeah, no.
I'll still think about it. Yeah, I'll just have it on my phone. I only just want to see, I really just want to see AJ get inducted. That's what I genuinely care about, you know?
I get that. I mean, it's funny. I think I said this last week, but the last I cared about a speech, which I'm guessing in most people was, that's the last time I actually watched a WrestleMania speech, and I'm not sure the last time I watched, maybe, and then Sting, maybe. So I've never been a huge.
Rollins doesn't
here
even
we
let
go.
Gunther get a lick of anything in.
Is the maybe this is different for you, but the image of two, and this was always, of course, the old joke, like Goldberg and Austin. But do you really should you have two guys both totally in black when they're fighting each other? It's the idea of like
that
Goldberg
idea. I don't like
and
that.
Austin, like two bald heads. How you can tell which one from them.
No, but
why is he wearing a tie?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. This new version of Rollins is weird.
You say this is personal? This is personal for you? Well, if that's the truth, and it's not just about you kissing Paul Heyman's ass to get a favor. Can you be a man? Walk back down to this ring, look me in the eye, and tell me why. Tell me why you want to fight me at WrestleMania.
Because the Bears suck. What? Oh, sorry. What? Shots fired at Christopher Morton. What? Sorry, I'm a Browns fan. I'm safe.
But yeah, this version of Seth, it gives me Kingslayer hybrid. I don't know.
You know what it looks like? It was like, last week on Dynamite, we had to kill, basically, Reservoir Dogs with beginning. So now we're going to be, they were in all white, I'm going to be in all black.
I am solving Heyman's problem, and I'm doing it with a smile on my face because you are pissing me off.
Huh.
Because for years, you strut around here acting like you're the best in this ring. In reality, you're not. You never wanted to find out because when I was World Heavyweight Champion, instead of seeking out the highest level of competition, you became a useful idiot for Paul Heyman.
Oh.
So WrestleMania is personal to me. I'm setting it straight. It's very personal to me to expose that Seth Rollins can lose my.
Oh. Powerbomb? Oh, what a reversal. The big boot. Yeah, this match is gonna be so gas. Oh my gosh. Oh! Slow down now, Seth. We don't want you tearing your meniscus again.
Exactly.
And this got personal in a hurry, didn't it?
Yo, I'm telling you, this match is really about to be the show stealer.
Oh, this is good. This is on paper. This should be the best in-ring match of the weekend.
It has to be, without question. And they better give him enough time to.
Yeah, I hope this gets like 18 to 22 minutes, something, somewhere around there.
I agree. If it doesn't get, if it gets less than 18 to like a 15 or a 14, I wouldn't be mad to an extent, but I'd still be a bit irritated because we know these two can go.
In front of the greatest fans in the world. Everywhere I go.
Cena promo, yay!
I'm hosting WrestleMania, and these are all my friends.
Closer to the action, closer to the moments, closer to WWE. That's
Is this a WWE club video? What is it?
Club
WWE club.
It's your way in. Early access to tickets.
Exclusive drops you can't get anywhere else. Awards, showing up and engaging. A global community and exclusive hub for bonus content and expand the WWE universe even further. This is
Oh, that was what that was for last week. I guess it was. I don't know if you saw it. I guess Liv,
Ultimate membership.
Livy, not Livy Dunn. Liv Morgan came out with a music video. I guess apparently for something so-called, I guess, Trouble or something.
She dropped it. The song was ass, but Corey, hold on.
Club WWE, the ultimate insider membership program designed to bring fans
You had us
WWE than ever before.
do all this
Exclusive access, rewards, and experiences. If you're interested in becoming a founding
just
member,
to
you can
find a
join
way to get us to spend more money
www.club.
Capitalism.
on more money things? Are you
Pretty much.
fucking kidding me, TKO?
The demon.
Uh-huh.
Uncle Triple C, please close your ears. I mean, I know you play the audio on Saturday, but there might be words of encouragement or a lack of encouragement for little Dommy Mysterio momentarily coming out of your nephew's mouth. Huh, okay, I guess that.
Oh, there he goes. For the final time on this season of WrestleMania, fuck Dominic! With every fiber of being, with every bone in my body, fuck El Sucio con Sucios. I'm done.
Okay, Uncle Triple C, that'll be about 1 hour and 15 minutes time code. So let you know in advance.
Yeah, again, he has to be in the same room with me come Saturday. So I mean, I wonder how this turns out. I might get a steel chair to the head, guys. You know, I might have to take an unprotected chair shot like Kevin Shamrock, but it'll be okay. I'll survive.
Your father has distinguished himself in every locker room he's ever set foot in. Your father deserves to be in that match at WrestleMania. And you want to talk about the demon. Dom, I'll put it to you this way.
When you go back to that clubhouse, I want you to stop it from the first mirror you come in contact with. And I want you to stare right in the face of the man looking back at you. Because I hope you see two things. One, Rey Mysterio deserves what he's getting at WrestleMania. And two, as it pertains to the demon Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio is getting what he deserves at WrestleMania.
And that's official. Oh, he didn't say that's official.
Huh.
And now these
Well, we
random
have an hour
people.
left. So we're just gonna stare at a Raw logo with the DoorDash. Like, do I care about DoorDash right now?
Man on Fire.
Season 1.
The hell is Man on Fire?
I guess the show on Netflix.
No, it was a movie. I mean, he's Wonder Man on Disney.
Huh.
Okay, I'm going to say this nicely. I'm an NBA fan, but I have no idea who Dylan Cardwell is.
So they just couldn't get Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
I guess he was price gouging them. Shoot. And here comes the Io Sky versus Kairi Sane match. Yay.
And this will be. I'm pretty sure this will be better than the women's four-way tag match.
I can only imagine.
I'm still upset. I know I got to get over these things. Still upset that she basically, for the most part, lost clean to Jade on Friday. Just gonna say.
Indeed. Let's just see what happens today. I think she'll go ahead and get resurgence from that.
All right, so we're going to commercial. So we got 3 minutes commercial, and they'll come back for about 2.5 minutes, and they'll go to commercial again.
Uh-huh.
Trying to figure out the whole light situation.
Exactly.
Turned the light on earlier. It looked like everything was crazy. I'll be back in 1 second.
Got it. No worries, Corey. But yeah, so Io Sky is currently making her entrance On to the Monday Night Raw ring. Sacramento, California. It seems like a pretty much sold out arena. 40 go home show, and it genuinely does not feel like a go home show, ladies and gentlemen. I am not feeling it whatsoever. This is not it. Anybody that genuinely would pay money to go ahead and see this last show for tonight's Raw is genuinely losing out on a lot. I'm just telling it like it is. But certainly, I have to say, I'm just looking forward to the war of words between CM Punk and Roman Reigns tonight. That is my calling point. That is my end of story. I hope to just see what comes of it.
The WrestleMania moment you'll never forget.
Asking fans that? Huh. Let's see what they say. WrestleMania 40?
Well, these kids are like 12 years old.
Yo, you guys can't be serious.
Never expected Taker to come back and help Cody finish the story. The greatest 5 minutes of wrestling I think anyone's ever seen.
When he got the gold.
The greatest 5 minutes of wrestling anybody has ever seen? Are you freaking kidding me? WrestleMania 40. Of any moment. So you're telling me the last 5 moments of the submission match between Brett and Steve Austin? What was it great? The combination of a great feud back in '97. You know what? Yo, revisionist history bullshit fans, man. Just slurping on Vince McMahon's 75-year-old, I digress. First one of the day. Corey, this is what I mean. People really get paid to say BS. What the hell?
Good times. Good times.
Asuka claims Io Sky stabbed her in the back, which has led to all the
So do you think this is going to, if this match gets added, is it going to be a three-way or is it just going to be Asuka versus...
It would have to be a three-way if I thought about it.
believe every word Io Sky says as if her tongue is notarized. Well, I think she comes across as much more trustworthy than the other two. Because you're biased. You're a fanboy. And I feel sorry for Kyrie as well. She thinks she's a pirate, Cole. She's got bigger issues.
She thinks she's a pirate. She's got bigger issues.
How can you hate on Kyrie Sane like that? Yo, look, I've loved Kyrie Sane from the moment that she joined NXT, man. Genuinely, I can't understand why people can go ahead and hate on a woman like that. And pretty much her flying elbow is the best in the game on the women's side, I have to say.
Oh yeah, she's great. And I think she's low key the best part of this. Has been the best part of this feud. Her
Yes.
facial expressions and all the stuff.
I agree. Asuka, her over-exaggeration when it comes down to her yelling, I love it.
Back in Japan, when Io Sky was coming up, Asuka was her senpai or her senior in the Kawai system. Io Sky being the junior. Nice takedown by Kyrie Sane as she pounds away at Io Sky.
Asuka claims that she never treated.
All right, we're about to get a good 10-minute banger, Corey.
How much of the US NXT Netflix crowd will actually see it?
I agree. Over under on commercials, I'll say 2.
2.
I mean, they are getting to it very quickly right now.
Yeah, they're moving fast.
Yeah, Michael Hayes finally told them they have 4 minutes.
Sorry, we just found out that Roman needs an extra 6 minutes for his entrance.
Yup. Not counting the extra 5 minutes that we're gonna take for commercials towards the last couple of minutes of Raw, but yeah.
So, what did you think of the return of Camille last night?
Now that.
And does that give you any more faith that we might actually have maybe a return of like a Britt Baker, where this whole entire, and I know I'm going 2 steps forward, but I mean, Willow, who I love, Willow's new gimmick apparently is kind of, the comeback killer. So all these people who've been gone for 500 days or whatever, they wind up facing her. So I mean, do you think this could be as much as I think like the Britt Bakers of the world have been surpassed by the quality of the division now, where I think her place is kind of, wow, they really just decided a nice little wide shot showing people there. But what do you think of Camille's return, and do you think this type of thing might bring back a Britt Baker or other people who might have been gone for a little while?
So I know you saw the expression on my face. I love the churn. I just hate it was done on 0 hour. Again, Camille, a prominent wrestler like that, and you know she's a powerhouse. I love Camille from the middle, and I thought that was a great signing for AEW from the jump. If you're gonna go ahead and make a turn like that, and you want to go ahead and implement more people within it, like you said, a Britt Baker, which was my first inclination and thought process, this shouldn't happen on the 0 hour. I just thought that it shouldn't have happened on a pre-show because most people don't watch the pre-show, i.e. me. It wasn't until I got a text message from a friend that was like, well, yeah, Camille turned heel. I was like, wait, what? I had to go back and look and watch and see it, and I was like, oh, well, okay, perfect. But still, I feel like in the next coming weeks, they'll probably build it more and more and more. I just feel that when it comes down to certain moments like that, if you're going to leave certain matches to be on the 0 hour, have that be the 0 hour. Just give us the good moments on the actual pay-per-view. Because that's what people are tuning in to watch.
I get that. I mean, like I said, I have either through HBO Max or from, my AEW plus a VPN. Beautiful thing. I'm living in England these days. But I watch this as one long event. So I never really, you're absolutely right. I never really think about that way. But I really think what this is most likely leading into with the Willow thing is most likely Double or Nothing. We're going to get Willow versus a returning Mercedes Moné.
Yes, indeed. But, when it comes down to a returning Mercedes Moné, I think we all know what time.
Hey, look at that. We went maybe 3 minutes, and now we're in commercial break, so we weren't wrong.
And this is only the first one. We still got another commercial break. So let's just see what happens.
Yeah. But, like I said, I like the idea of Camille's back. I love the idea that Sheeta's back. I like that they're bringing Really? They're doing a tug of war spot during the commercial break? How? That's dumb.
Gotta love it. WWE for you.
I mean, I know it's live, so timing is everything, but I would have done that spot going into the commercial break.
I agree.
I mean, that would have been the perfect. I mean, maybe they show it as a replay when they come back, but I mean,
hopefully
that just seemed like a missed
opportunity. I can only
hope. Kyrie's so good. Yeah, like I said, I just going back. I think that the AEW pay-per-view overall, I think was not by far not the best one they've ever done, but I thought it was everything on that show was pretty solid. It's a shame once again Gabe Kidd got hurt. He's going to be out for a while. That truly might be the story of AEW. They've had this super stacked roster, and they've never had everyone there healthy at the same time. It's crazy. I mean, and I love the fact that Kyle came back yesterday. I think it was a little ballsy of a move putting Kevin Knight, your new TNT champion. I thought that was a nice move.
I agree. As much as I thought it was going to be Ciampa, having Kevin Knight win his first ever career title and having it be the TNT title, look, they're cooking with that. I want to see what's next for him. I know he's going to put on bangers of matches. But yeah, it's great for business when it comes down to it. I have to say, when it comes down to what match was it?
Are you a Young Bucks guy or are you anti-Young Bucks?
So yes, the Bucks match. I used to be anti-Bucks.
I love the ending. I absolutely love the ending.
And that's what I wanted to get to. Because again, I used to watch Pro Wrestling Guerrilla a good while back when some of the episodes would air on YouTube. So that's how I finally got notice of Adam Cole, El Generico, Excalibur when he used to wrestle on PWG, KO, which was
Kevin Steen, right? Sure,
exactly. But the Bucks, I just because back then it was Jim Cornette's thought process of them being the Cucamonga Boys. So I always never really got the whole thing with the Bucks, and I think as much as I love flippy wrestling, even though when I always used to watch the Buck tag team matches, a lot of it was just a lot of gymnastics. I just used to sit there and be like, damn, this kind of ruins the wrestling for me at times. As time progressed, I would begin to love the Bucks more and more. kind of had my, my irritatingness, moments with them back in 2021 and 2022. That changed, as time progressed. As of right now, just because of the match that they just had at Dynasty, and like you said, that ending, perfect. Just perfect. I had no issue with it. I felt that the need to beat the Don Callis angle was great. Of course, Kaz Okada Takeshita, we're getting that at some point down the line. That's going to happen. I can't wait till it does. But yeah, the ending was great.
What Kyrie says.
About to go for the moonsault, but Kyrie gets up, was playing possum.
I really hope we get this match at Mania. I know that. I think you said last week you thought that the shows were pretty much set for what they were, but the idea of Asuka or Kyrie not being on the show just feels wrong.
Time will only tell within the next couple of minutes. If this ends and Asuka begins attacking her and Kyrie's probably conflicted, or whatever the case may be, and I see Adam Pearce come out, then Corey, your prayers might be answered. But as of right now, I don't see this happening.
All right, Io, try not to die in the ring, please. You're not
Exactly.
Darby.
Oh Lord, I think we know what's coming. Oh, I thought we were gonna be seeing a stomp right then and there. Asuka.
Jesus.
Infiltrating into the match.
Into the ring post. Unbelievable. I can't believe Io's still conscious.
Well, guess what?
Mommy has arrived.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Perfect box on that. We know it didn't connect. It's okay. Jade Cargill. I knew it. I just knew it.
I'll say it again. She definitely looks. Jade Cargill is the most looking of a part of a wrestler maybe ever.
Oh! I think this is going to cause Io to lose, and I would hate that if she loses literally back-to-back shows in a row.
Kyrie missed with a back fist, and Io caught her with a kick.
Kyrie's so fucking good.
Oh, she's going to pull Jessica. Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
The official never saw it. Kyrie rolls up Io. Kyrie with the win, thanks to Asuka.
Huh.
The moral of the story, Michael Cole, mind your own business.
I thought it was gonna be find your own senpai, but okay. Find your own business.
Mind your own business works too.
Here tonight over Io Sky.
I mean, does all this maybe lead Io to maybe turn heel? Frustration of losing and hearing everybody saying how she's basically sidekick to Rhea.
It just hurts me because it seems like they just vanilla them down. What happened to the brutality?
Have you been to World before, or is that
Yeah.
is it cool, or is it just a reason to spend money? I might be jaded as you be.
Do you want my honest take or do you want my WWE shill take?
You're honest take. We're in commercial break. You're okay.
My honest take. It's access. Less things that Access used to have long ago, though, that you probably would have enjoyed. More things for you to now spend money on. Yeah, that's genuinely what it is.
Okay. Oh, we got a little highlight package of AJ and the man. Jeez, I forgot this was War Games.
Yeah, I know. November feels like a long time ago.
And I still think it's weird that I think I said this last week. You've got I think there's 4 women's matches right now for WrestleMania, and 3 of them are on Saturday, and there's only one on Sunday. You would have thought they would have done 2 and 2, but
Exactly. Xavier says not even a mention for Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole, a half-hour plus Okada Omega match couldn't even match up to that. Kids these days don't know ball. I guess that was in response to everybody picking WrestleMania 40 as the greatest WrestleMania moment. Look,
well played, sir. Well played.
Honestly, I have to say yes. Stone Cold Steve Austin damn near almost running over Jack Swagger with an ATV. Yes, greatest WrestleMania moment of all time. Kids today don't know ball.
I mean, I'm a little older than you, and I keep on saying that, but my WrestleMania moment is going to be the a cheesy one, but it's most likely WrestleMania 3, Steamboat, and Savage.
Steamboat and Savage. As much as that match always gets flack from people just because Macho Man was a rehearsed type of wrestler for that match and he wanted perfection, it doesn't matter. What is wrestling? It's choreographed. I don't care. I don't care. It was a great match.
Did people know that before the Dark Side of the Ring documentary that it was a totally choreographed 4 or 5 pages, single space? I'm sure you saw the clip from Dark Side of the Ring, but did people know that before then? Because, like I said, I had no idea about that before then.
I had no idea. I didn't know either.
Oba.
That's a serious walk. He ain't doing no strut. Okay, yeah, this is about to get real. But beyond all, I didn't know it until then. But genuinely, for me, my greatest Mania moment. How about Roddy Piper versus Goldust?
Nice.
With the OJ Bronco speed chase. I'm fucking with you. No, genuinely, I have a couple of favorite matches when it comes down to WrestleMania. Of course, Bret Hart, Roddy Piper's in there.
Absolutely.
From WrestleMania, I believe it was 8 at the Hoosier Dome. Yeah. So that stands in there. Of course, Mania 25, Mania 28. There was 2 matches in there: the Hell in a Cell, End of an Era, and of course the Once in a Lifetime, Cena Rock, Rock
Hogan. Yes,
Twice in a Lifetime was worse. I didn't want to see Twice in a Lifetime, but Once in a Lifetime, for the factor of me never being able to be alive to see Rock Hogan, that was my Rock Hogan. So I look, 2 icons in the business going up one against each other. It wasn't mad. Funny enough, I'm seeing Danhausen on my screen. I understand the hostile working environment. If my coworker faxed me single space, I deck them on site backstage. I mean, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's character was somewhat Asian, so probably squinting for all of that probably wasn't a bad idea. You never know, Xavier.
See, I'm not commenting on that one.
Look at the kids; they're even dressing like him now. You gotta love Danhausen, man. Ah, jeez.
Danhausen has become a hit. He knew exactly what he was there for, and he's wrestled 1 match. He's more over than certain people who he shouldn't be. Oh, and all right, second time around, he gets the King of Kings gets an entrance.
Again?
Oh my God, it's Triple C! I need to see Triple C come out to an entrance.
Why is he strutting like that? You big nose them effort, just get to the ring. Yo, Triple H is acting more like Diddy as every single day goes by. Why do you gotta be in every single freaking Yo, every video game, every promo package, it's what we do. Are you enjoying the show? They're like, hey, you think I care, Triple H? Available Thursday. He's now on his wife's podcast. Go figure.
He was on what's it called? Cody's
Hunter.
last week.
It was really good. I have to say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
for the most part, I enjoyed it.
To be honest, I've watched a couple of the Cody ones. I watched him with Kevin Steen. I thought that was good. I saw. Yay! Cheer! I think I've seen one or two others. I can't think off the top of my head now that I said that, but. Sammy. And I believe this will be the first match on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I don't know if you were able to watch at the beginning, but on the iShow Speed.
Hold on, Corey. Hold on. Who? 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 Oba! 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 How can you hate this man? Ah, jeez. Oba Femi
Not
for
possible.
the win, man.
He better win on Sunday.
If he doesn't win, I'm rioting. I'm jumping the barricade and slapping the hell out of Michael Cole.
And then the most upset person will actually be Keith Nate would have to host.
Exactly.
He's got such presence. It's amazing. What is he? He's like 27 or something?
Uh-huh.
This is the first time that Heyman really hasn't had a reaction.
Oh, Lord. Let me guess, it's Brock. Ah, it's Paul.
Someone come across to the end. The biggest star in the industry as bad as Alba Family.
Nice quote.
Yup.
That I know or I'm not, you, sir, are a violent man. So I'm going to stay here if that's okay with you, but being that you're a violent man, that's the thing I like most about you. You, Alba Family, are the most violent person to come in the WWE.
Expressivo 3 says, take that horrible hat off, CTB.
That's our boy Alex.
Absolutely. Welcome, Alex. Thank you for going ahead and tuning in on our watch party today, man.
It would just be nice if you had a picture that didn't look like you were stoned out of your mind.
I mean, can't we all be stoned out of our minds, man? Come on. Give us a break.
I don't know what happened. I apologize. My inner Triple C just popped out. I gotta.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
To the top in WWE since Brock Lesnar.
I'll be back. Gotta go ahead and pay the water bill real quick. Corey, you take off for a cool little second again, all right? 5 minutes.
All
You
right,
good. You
here
got
goes
this.
nothing. Oh, that's hilarious. So we've got Oba in a must-win. It's going to be interesting to see what WWE does creatively. If they go and stifle the push slightly, or if they allow Oba to be the.
There's nothing but pride. You, sir, are in the real main event of WrestleMania. And when you get here, then by God, you will.
I was drunk in the pick, actually. Very well played, sir. Alex, always good to have you join us. So, Alex, what do you think? Get Oba to beat Brock, or do they, with Brock most likely retiring uh, at Mania, do they go and have him come off strong when he retires by Gunther? Pillar to post.
Because the physical pain and scars will heal.
Crowd chanting, "Beat his ass."
Listen, if I beat him up, the physical scars will heal, but the emotional wounds, when his beast loses at WrestleMania, will last forever. And as far as your door of opportunity, go ahead and close it down, because the only door that I need open is already open. And that is the door to WrestleMania.
Oh, I thought it was the Forbidden Door. Darn, I guess he won't be showing up in AEW.
And your beast, you came in this ring and you issued an open challenge to whoever who dare to step up without even caring who would. And why would you care? Because there's been 25 years of history that says Brock Lesnar cannot be beat.
Really? I think Roman's beat him a couple of times, but okay. Oba is a presence. That is one thing that they have really figured out from NXT and WWE so far.
This time, it's different. You can feel it. I can feel it. They can feel it. It is time to put an end to the beast. And you've been there the entire time. We've been there the whole way. You have been his friend, his advocate, his mouthpiece, a good mouthpiece. But you've never been an honest one.
This is a very good promo by Oba. Big situation, building the final build for a huge match.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Brock Lesnar, is scared of over 30. He's scared of over 30 because I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain that you cannot climb, the mountain that you cannot conquer, and I will win at WrestleMania. I will defeat the beast. I will slay the beast. He will meet his end. I am the one. I have all always been the one.
This guy should be the next world champion. As he should beat Cody or Randall or CM Punk or Roman.
They know it. And at WrestleMania, you will know it too.
I can never remember anyone in history going into a match with Brock Lesnar with as much confidence, with as much lack of fear as Open Fenix. Bringer of war, ready.
That was a game-changing promo where this is the first time all night where I would say, I mean, of course, I'm not going to Las Vegas anytime soon, but I would honestly say he would have sold me a ticket. That's the first time I said that I could say that. Alex saying maybe he'll win the Royal Rumble and then champion at next Mania. I just feel like you almost want to strike while the iron's hot. I mean, if he does win at Mania, let's see what this music video for Liv Morgan. Phenomenal One recently said that he saw it earlier. He said it was pretty bad. So let's see. Okay, this is pretty. I mean, the video is not bad, but this song is pretty horrid. And what is this random guy in the video? He looks like a real creeper. I wonder if this will be her new theme going into Mania. I mean, interesting to see where they go with this. Liv is gorgeous, but did we really need to put on the go home show for WrestleMania for Raw? Really going to give them like 3 or 4 minutes of time? I mean, this kind of is. I feel like this most likely should be used for something a little bit more effective, but I don't make the decisions. No Dom Mysterio in the video. Interesting.
Stealing the headlines today. Her brand new song and music video debuted on Billboard. It's her entrance theme called Trouble, performed by Liv Morgan herself.
Wow, somebody wrote this is a banger. I don't know if I could agree with that. Bouncy. Yeah, I would agree with Alex. That seemed a little cringy, to put it nicely. I hope he knows that guy we just jumped in the arms of, because if he dropped him, that'd be pretty sad. Like Javon is a guy who let's see, we got a tag team match coming up. Dragon Lee and Javon Evans versus the two guys I have no idea why they're in the match, Rusev and JD McDonough.
WrestleMania, the fourth youngest performer in the history of that great event, and he could become.
Wow, Javon Evans, the fourth youngest competitor to perform at WrestleMania. Wouldn't it be good if when they say this type of stuff, they tell us the other three? But whatever.
Can he outlast the five other competitors who have the exact same goal, including a WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio? The question also is that high-risk style.
So Alex in the chat letting us know he believes that Evan will be the next IC champion. I love to see that, but I suspicion that even if it's like a one-night reign, I could see them for the moment Rey Mysterio actually winning the title. But I mean, I hope you're right, Alex. I mean, I think that crowning him at Mania, Oba getting the big victory, some of these younger guys, the next generation, actually stepping up and having moments, I think would be good for this company right now. I don't know. And I'm happy for Dragon Lee having a WrestleMania moment this week, but I mean, I would say, Dragon Lee's kind of just been a guy that's kind of there. And I really wish, his tagging with AJ got him to another level, but I don't know. To me, he still feels like he's still on the same level he was before being a tag team champion with AJ Styles.
Dragon Lee put a show against Patrick for the Intercontinental title a few weeks back. Looks to grab the gold.
And I guess you also know how over you are, where if your entrance is during a commercial break, you know that maybe you're not very open. AKA Rusev, AKA Miro, AKA why did I leave AEW?
Rusev will step foot inside WrestleMania for the first time in 7 years.
Wow, Rusev 7 years since he's been at WrestleMania. That's interesting.
He's been in a ladder match before, Money in the Bank.
And we return to live programming with the entrance of. Actually, we're not seeing the entrance of JD. We'll.
WWE fans here the opportunity to bet on this unique event-worn item from
Triple H autographed entrance worn skull mask. Interesting.
This piece of WWE history, the skull mask. JD McDonough entering the ring. He will team with Rusev tonight against Javon Evans and Dragon Lee. Four of the 6 men will be a part of that 6-pack challenge ladder match. Along with Penta, the champion for the Intercontinental title, and the legendary Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, the most hated man by 1/4 of the same Saturday afternoon main event. I don't know. I think Ray's going to win the match. I don't think he should. I think that Javon should, but.
WrestleMania Sunday during the first bout, which will be broadcast live on ESPN Proper. An opportunity for these 6.
ESPN Proper, as I guess it's now known. McDonough's actually a lot better than I think most people think he is. I mean, his work in NXT was really good. His work on the Independence was good with some of the matches he had in ICW back in the day. So I mean, I'm happy that he's going to get this opportunity, but I don't really understand why he's getting the opportunity at this match.
We know Rusev has the power advantage over the rest of the field in the matchup. He's going to have to utilize a different strategy than a Dragon Lee, than a Javon Evans. Rusev is as talented in disguise as those sorts of competitors. But Rusev could very well pull a big upset. Remember, no countouts, no disqualification, no pitfalls or submissions in a ladder match. The Intercontinental Championship.
And for those wondering, the Indians are Guardians, still winning 6-2.
Meanwhile, we really do have to go ahead and have a tag team match with all of these men. Why couldn't it just be, an every man for himself kind of a topic? I think
Better chance people will get hurt if that happens. So we are rejoined by the one and only, my tag team partner, one half of Black Ice, the phenomenal one.
absolutely.
We're having a little conversation during when you take care of family business. Do you think if Oba hopefully gets this win at Mania, do you think he should be right in the title picture, or do you agree with Alex that he should most likely win the World Rumble next year and then win it next year's Rumble? I personally feel you strike while the iron's hot. I mean,
I
if
agree.
Oba looks good, I think you should just put the rocket to him, and I think by SummerSlam he should be champion.
That's my thought process. I like Alex's thought process when he says maybe he wins the Royal Rumble and then Champ at Mania next year. The thing is, when it comes down to the Royal Rumble, right, we always have our bids on who should win the Royal Rumble, depending on the year that they had previously from last year's Royal Rumble into this year, and whatever the story has been with them. If Oba were to have a year, which is solid enough with him paying his dues and losses and a mix of wins that are much more powerful to his character to uplift him, then maybe, yes, he should win the Royal Rumble. But I feel that in this persistence, I have it maybe a year and a half to 2 years where Oba's not you know, world champion yet. I think as of right now, like you said, Corey, I think you strike while the iron's hot. Post WrestleMania, if you're walking in SummerSlam, like Xavier kind of says right now, I think Oba should be IC champion. He's on Raw. He's more dominant than half the men that I see literally here. I would love to have Oba Femi as Intercontinental Champion. Maybe you have him size up to Gunther's reign of 666 days. But still, in the due part of it, I feel that there's still some time for you to build Oba's character on the main roster. Because again, yes, we know Oba Femi from NXT. Dominant as dominant can be. But again, I feel that you still have to. Not yet. Just not yet. World champion, a year and a half to 2 years. But as of right now, mid-card champion, displaying dominance on the roster. I genuinely like that idea. World champion walking into SummerSlam?
I don't know. I think that this is one of those rare cases.
Damn. So I guess the people really want.
I would have him base. I understand paying your dues. Like I understand paying your dues. I understand you're saying taking the losses or whatever. But you know what? There are certain cases where a guy is just so over, and like I said, I think this. I don't know if we discussed this last.
So you're really thinking he's the next Brock Lesnar?
If he can go, let me say this the best way I can. One of the things that has been a plus or a minus, depending how you look at NXT, NXT matches are choreographed to the absolute every single piece of an NXT match is practiced for a week or weeks ahead of time, so it's as perfect as can be on TV. This will be a true test. If Oba can have a really good, hard-fought match with Brock and he wins and he shows that he can have a practice match for 6 days, 100%. I go and have him destroy whoever is your champion. I don't care if it's Cody. I don't care if it's Randall. I don't care if it's CM Punk or if it's Roman Reigns. This guy should go literally should squash. I know respect or whatever for the guys who are for you, but if he can go and put on a match that shows that he can actually do this, I don't know if you had a chance to watch the promo. If you didn't, you should go back and watch the promo he just gave. It was the smoothest, most relaxed promo I've seen from a guy who hasn't been a WWE main eventer for the last 5 years or more. He came across as the star of stars. He needs, if he can, like I said, I know I'm rambling, but if he can go and put on a match of high quality versus Brock, he should be your champion immediately. I'm not saying he goes and maybe wins it the night after on Raw in a shock, but he should literally be your next world champion
Xavier says this on Twitch.
or
He says,
unified or
Oba's
whatever.
so believably strong and has a bounty of top talent to work with and capitalize on his aura. Worst people have had time to learn on the road. Oba will be fine in the modern times because he oozes charisma. That's not a bad thought process. Okay, well, in that sense, if you guys are genuinely thinking SummerSlam, I'm still going to go the extra mile and say maybe Survivor Series. Because again, I just don't think it would be that early. Like, like really that quickly? Like, we really feel that Oba would be champion. If it does happen, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be happy. And again, I'm not hating on Oba because I love Oba. But it's just like, I don't know if, like, timing effect wise, it's like, okay, like, we would definitely run into Oba Femi being world heavyweight champion by SummerSlam. I would still think, okay, maybe Survivor Series. Just me. Just me.
All right. I mean, like I said, I'll agree to disagree, and I'm not kidding. It's one of the few. I usually make silly jokes here and there, but I really do think that if Roman, if CM Punk, I don't think he will, but if he somehow keeps the title, I would have on Monday, I would have Oba come out there, squash him.
Wait. So let me get this straight. Before we, not to disregard on Oba. Wait, you think Roman's walking out as champion at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, what was your reasoning behind going ahead and picking that decision, though, Corey? I'm just curious to know. I'm not hating on it. I like the idea, but like.
619. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
that's
blah,
Rey
blah.
Mysterio goes ahead and makes an appearance. But yeah, what was your thought process behind going ahead and picking Roman, though?
I think that Punk has been so in the last couple of weeks so one-sided in this build. I know because part there, but I think with being on Netflix and everything else, I think they consider Roman a bigger star, and I think that they're gonna want. Oh, here's your boy Penta. Like I said, I don't know. Wait, you're not running. What's going on here? Sorry. But I really think that they are they find him more marketable, and I think that leading into like a SummerSlam, I could see them wanting to be in. And if they do what I think they should do, the image of him and Oba at SummerSlam, I think would be huge.
Okay. Yeah, we saw that.
And I don't think Punk was never, before the injuries, Punk was never supposed to be champion.
Is it just me, or this is the strongest that Miro has looked since he returned to WWE?
No, 100%. Well, he looked strong for about 37 seconds in, I think, the second Sheamus match. But yeah, this is the strongest he's looked. Which makes me crazy. The idea, the fact that if you had him looking dominant for the last month doing this type of stuff, him being in this match would make sense. But you're gonna heat him up 5 days or 6 days before the show and giving his like crazy eyes. I still don't care that he's in the match.
Well then, that was something. But yeah, Xavier says it might be hopium on my part, but if they want to chase lightning, we got the perfect Cat 5 coming to the stage. Again, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm genuinely not against it, guys. I would love to see it happen. I just don't know if they would I don't know if it's just like the like the industry show on my part that just sits there and just knows how WWE pulls things. I just don't know if they would go ahead and do it right now. I just don't know, especially with how TKO is like running things so far and so forth. Next they're probably gonna sit there and say, "Oh, it depends on like how much he sells merch wise, how much social media interactions he possibly gets, how much we can profit off of his name." Then yes, that's probably where I'm going with it. That's my thought process. But at the same time,
I don't.
again,
I
I'm
can
not
see
mad.
that. I can see that, but like the same idea though, you want to strike while the iron's hot. Ratings have been a little up and down, to put it nicely. He is a internet darling in regards to the viral with the dance now or the strut. He was the most dominant champion that NXT has had for in a long time.
Right.
He has something that's hard to like to quantify. And I think
You're
that
right.
by some of his flaws could come out, and then you're like, could have done it, and you missed out. He doesn't have to be champ for until next WrestleMania. But I do think that the longer you go without putting the title on him, the better chance that people will, the next big, something else will come up, and he won't feel as special.
I got you.
And you know
No,
what?
I
Let's be
understand.
honest. I still think they need to correct the mistake with somebody of what they did with Asuka. Asuka was the most dominant figure in all of of NXT. Most likely, still the most dominant figure they ever had. She comes up to the main
Until
roster
they
and she
jobbed her out to Charlotte
loses.
Flair at WrestleMania. Yeah,
Right,
look,
exactly. And you know what? I think when you have an opportunity to do something similar, you got to correct that mistake.
understand. Well, again, this is the year where post WrestleMania, a new year begins in WWE. Let's sit and let's watch and let's see what they go ahead and do. Again, I'm all for it if they want to go ahead and actually pull it over. I would love to see it happen. We got time. As Adam Pearce is now going ahead and being on the phone. Danhausen.
Is that who?
John Cena. Speaking of which, Danhausen is equal to Danhausen. JFC's undefeated, and the future Hall of Famer, and most are saying the new greatest of all time. I demand to speak to him. Listen, I just said he's going to be the host of WrestleMania. I'm sure he would be delighted to speak to you. So, excuse me, I'm actually
John Cena Danhausen interaction.
hopefully,
Fun.
I can see him. You can see me.
Let me call you back. Okay.
Let me call you back. Thanks. Danhausen.
We still haven't solved that mystery, huh? Who's talking all the time?
I guess you really can't see him.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. During when you were having your technical issues, do you and I've always been a fan of Eminem, and I actually like the song. Do you like the new theme for
No.
Raw? The
As much
Eminem
as I know we're
song.
banishing him from the WWE,
Really?
I
Do you
like
not
the
like the
Travis
song
Scott
at
theme.
all? Or?
It doesn't fit Raw. I'm sorry, it just doesn't fit Raw. I love the Travis Scott theme that they had at the beginning last year. And I know that they're banishing anything that has the Travis Scott imprint on the company right now. Understandably so, I get it. But at the same time, I loved it. It fit the vibe for Raw. I genuinely enjoyed that. As Roman Reigns makes his 15-minute entrance at the beginning of this show.
All right, it's 12.
We got literally
So what will
12
be
more
longer?
minutes. We got 12 more minutes till this show ends.
What, let's say what will be longer, the trios title match at Dynasty, or Roman Reigns getting to the ring?
Roman getting to the ring. Definitely.
Oh, he's got a new shirt. Acknowledge me.
WrestleMania for the past decade plus. Roman Reigns.
That's a cool shirt with the 11 WrestleMania main events in the center of it. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Seems like that's a t-shirt.
you can
I might
buy
have to
that
end up
at
getting
WWE World.
Yeah, exactly. Took the words right out my mouth, man. Are you kidding me? Another ad. You gotta love Netflix, man.
Corey, I had an interesting
No. 9. All right,
Not if you're on VPN.
9-2 Cleveland. We get to watch him strut around the ring some more.
As he's
so at the beginning, I don't know if you had a chance. Basically, the way the show's, like I said, I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but because of your technical issues, the way the show started was actually with a promo from Roman saying that he's giving till the end of the night for Punk to actually tell the truth on what really has gone on in their history. So
I can't wait to see what happens then. Look, we're seated. We are seated. This is the final face-to-face interaction between the two of them until Sunday. So let's just sit and watch where this goes.
All right. Do we got physical the last time? Do they get physical again now, or is this
no
more?
I think this is almost like what happened within their first interaction post Royal Rumble.
He said when he wins the World Championship, he will bring relevancy back.
Okay. So another minute before they come back to the air, so he can look in and just acknowledge everything or whatever.
I gotta put the ones up right now. You know, this is just that still in me that just wants to put the one up. I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah, CM Punk is a crazy son of a gun, and he made AEW a little insane, which is my home promotion, as one would think. But see, I'm still a CM Punk guy. Always have been, always will be. Charles Montgomery Punk, as one would say.
Indeed.
So does he get at least 3 words out before he's interrupted, or?
That I think he will, just to ask the people to acknowledge him, or he just might get cut off by the time he's about to go ahead and say "acknowledge me." Who knows?
Man, it's been so long since I've watched consistently. I've been out of the loop on theme songs. He's got a decent theme.
He says, "One's up for the Tribal Chief, FCM Punk." I don't know about. Look, funny, true story, Corey. We're at Raw in Sunrise right before Bash in Berlin, and of course we're ringside, on the hard cam side. Probably like 2 rows back from the barricade. And CM Punk is making his entrance. Of course, this is when he had the strap match, and he was announcing the strap match against Drew McIntyre. And Punk walks past us, and literally, as I'm literally just singing Cult of Personality, Xavier, who's 2 seats, to the right of me, just yells out, "You ruined 2009 for me!" Which is why I think the FCM Punk comes into play. I genuinely don't think X is CM Punk. But all in all, as Roman Reigns is done or farming, I think we're about to go ahead and get this introduction and, get the rest of this promo. So look, let's go ahead and get ready for this, guys. Last one on the go-home show for Mania, guys. Let's go.
OTC 1.
Sacramento, acknowledge me. A mix of Roman Reigns and CM Punk chants. Xavier.
Once again, we have no idea who's the babyface
at all. He sent Jeff Hardy away, and then SmackDown TV sucked after a while. Raw was already dookie. I was hurting all because of Chudman Punk. The kid in him never dies.
I don't know. Jeff Hardy might have had a little bit of a drug problem at that point, so he may have done it to himself.
Okay, Roman, you don't have to continue aura farming. Can we get this show on the road? It's TV, man. Today, Junior. Let's go.
Boo!
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Ah, jeez.
There you go. I was right. You got 3 words in.
Exactly.
It's funny. One of the
Xavier says my doped up hero ended racism in 08. He gets a pass. Couldn't overcome addiction though. Damn it.
Wait, Cody ended racism in 08? I thought he did it like in 2000.
Oh, not Jeff Hardy. You know, he was bigger than Obama, Corey. Like, you know, get with the program, man.
Raheem.
Alex says the Battle for Just for Men endorsement deal. I agree. Most likely Bosley in the next couple of years as well. You know, we'll see. Punk is making his entrance through the crowd.
Maybe it was maybe I also a snide comment earlier about the guy in the front row with the Joe Montana jersey said he hasn't missed a meal in about 5 years. Maybe he isn't that fat. All right, maybe he is that fat. Fat people can say that about other fat people. We're allowed, just like Jews can say noses. You know.
I'm having a feeling that this is going to be a really good promo from Punk.
Fingers crossed. Go home show. Do we get a Pat McAfee reference, or did he get that out of his system last week?
I think he got it out of his system. This just has to be focused on them two. It has to be. The look on Roman's face. Oh my gosh. Yo, the show ends in 4 minutes. I think we're getting the Tony Khan overrun.
Cult of personality. I think we're gonna get like an 18-minute overrun.
Hopefully. Yo, they need to send this shit home. Look, I'm tired of waiting. Give me something to go ahead and be hyped about, even though I was already hyped about the match since the Royal Rumble. But please, send it home.
Seeing a couple of people here can be part of the Andrade gimmick. People can take that any way they like.
Maybe if Catalina wants to introduce a baddie section in AAA, I don't think it would be a bad idea to introduce some of these. I digress. I'll stop. Second one of the evening. Might be the last one of today's show and the last one of these watch parties for WrestleMania season. I'm all okay with it. Xavier says Kenny Omega was close. We're actually going to get Pat McAfee versus Logan Paul on Mania Night 2 main event in Saudi Mania. I mean, it's blood-covered money. I mean, why wouldn't they have it? Freaking
Here we go. Words are going to be spoken.
Let's go.
After watching the cold open, what amounts to a political smear campaign put together by, I assume, by yourself.
Tell the truth. And I'm going to have the people of Sacramento be my witnesses. And Roman, you can be the judge and the jury and the executioner. So as I tell my story, as I tell my truth,
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
tell me when
Oh, not the AEW quote. This is gonna get good.
Cry me a river.
Come in this ring. We're not gonna need these mics.
I never knew Punk as somebody who would back down from a challenge or a fight, as per history would be required to show.
Maybe he's turned a new leaf now that Larry's gone. Oh, sorry.
I guess the CM in the name now stands for corporate man. Who knows?
Here's the truth.
Uh-huh.
A lot of
I hate you. I hate you because I envy you.
What?
This is all I ever wanted. This is the only dream I had in my heart since I was a little kid. And I envy the fact that it was handed to you. And I hate that you were champion for 1,316 days. Because after some self-reflection, I hate that I know how hard you worked your ass off to be that great.
We talking about Athena now? What was going on?
In the future, when they talk about legacy, they're not going to ask how, they're going to ask how many.
They're going to ask
And I
how
hate
many.
that number.
And I hate that number, 1316. I hate the amount of times you've main evented WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies, Roman. Have I lied? I hate that I envy. I hate that I feel this way.
Alex says reverse psychology. I'm feeling the same way.
Sika.
Oh, we're bringing up dead people again.
Was a great man. Sika was a great
wrestler. Sika was a champion. Sika is a Hall of Famer.
And I love
and respect the old timers. And I hate the fact that I invoked your father's name in vain. And I sincerely apologize to you.
All right, we don't need the match anymore. You apologize.
No more Larry mention. Damn it.
I hate that there's more than one royal family in professional wrestling.
And I hate that I envy the fact that I wasn't born into a dynasty.
I
don't know
what having that
kind of family is like.
CM Punk
was born in the backyards, avenues, and alleyways of Chicago. I was a misfit who had to find my own family, and I found my family in the streets of Sacramento. I found my family in the locker room of every VFW or Knights of Columbus, or dilapidated, burned out, big barn, the fireside, building alleys, abandoned churches. I found my family and my people on the Indies, and I conquered the Indies, and then I went to Japan.
I went to Puerto Rico. I went all around the world twice.
I wasn't handling anything. I wasn't born on the face with a silver spoon. I busted my ass. And I made pro wrestling my home. And I made them my family.
It's a better promo than last week.
I hate
Yup.
the fact that I feel this way. I hate the fact that I have to share anything with you, let alone
my first singles match, headlining WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies. On April 19th, just like tonight, I got gold on my shoes. I got gold around my waist. And Sunday night after the desert sun is set and that dry air gets cold and there's going to be steam rising off of my beat up, blood-caked face. I'm going to have gold above my head. And the ring announcer is going to be singing, and still heavyweight champion of the world. With Las Vegas chanting CM Punk. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Is this it? Wow. Here comes Roman. Let's see what he has to say.
That's probably the truest stuff I've ever heard you say.
Up until the end.
Up until the end.
Let me tell you something true.
Let me tell you something true.
I hate you too.
I hate you too.
I've hated you for a
I've hated you for a long time.
But the main reason
But the main reason
is because of your relationship
with all of them. You see, I hope one day I can get to the point I leave.
They miss me as much as
They miss me as much as they missed you.
All right.
When I leave, they chant for me for 10 years.
Chant for me for 10 years straight.
That's true.
That's the truest thing you got is the connection that you've made with our fan base, and nobody can ever take that away from you. But on Sunday,
That's your truth.
that's your truth.
That's not the reality.
That's not the reality. The reality is the time is up. I think you 2 months to hold this relevancy and you did nothing with it. On Sunday, and still, on Sunday, it's and new. You see the nostalgia, this experiment's done. On Sunday, we fix this mess that you started. On Sunday, we make this place where we had it at the very top with every single dollar. On Sunday, the tribal chief takes back over, and you, along with the whole world, will acknowledge me.
Wow.
Punk wiped the floor with him in that promo.
Yup.
And the
Well
most.
then,
Yeah.
that was sought out to be a very not so much controversial, but I would say fitting end to the battle in the War of Words. I wasn't expecting that. Genuinely beyond anything else, I wasn't expecting that coming into this show, but it seems like the tide has churned. This feels like WrestleMania 19. Both at the top of their very game, battling for one prize in the business because one wants it more than the other, and you don't really have a heel. You don't. And I think for me now, I'm conflicted because, yes, Roman can win this. He indeed can win this. But is Punk really worth losing to at this point? It's 11 main events. I don't think this would matter. I have 6 more days to go ahead and make a thought process on what's going to happen. 5 now for genuinely counting the end of this night, but that will come at the end of this week, come Saturday, on the Go Home show. I know Corey already said that he feels that this is going to end with Roman Reigns winning the World Heavyweight title. So look, we have then to see. But all in all, guys, this marks the end of Monday Night Raw. this marks the end of our watch party. And the last watch party on the road to WrestleMania. Yes, there ain't gonna be one on Friday. I'm going to be traveling out to Vegas come Thursday morning. I'm gonna be having all the fun in the world. I might be drinking for Corey. You know, I know you got gout, my friend. It's okay. Look, I'll take part in the festivities for you. But all in all, I want to say thank you for going ahead and being here for the last couple of weeks. Co-signing with me on this.
I got booked, baby.
Indeed, but he indeed did get booked, guys. But all in all, look.
All I want to say, I think, just quickly, that the two biggest things on this show, and I've said this for months now, I don't see a lot of things that want to buy a ticket, but the old promo made me want to buy a ticket, and that promo at the end, if not a ton, will move tickets. I think that's really, those two things, two most show, really worked. As you said before, that Liv Morgan video song is awful. Video's kind of hot, but that's terrible.
Indeed, but
the guy in the video is really creepy looking, but whatever.
Talk about it. But like you just said, if WWE needed something to hit on the marker for the rest of those tickets that they need for night 2 to get sold out, this might have been it. We have 5 more days till Mania. I think right now there are probably a ton of people going up on Ticketmaster just to secure night 2 tickets. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reality. But again, come night 2 of WrestleMania, we might witness a banger of a main event. I don't see shenanigans being a part of this anymore. I don't see no final boss. This is going to be one man against the other, trying to prove who's really the best in the world. Even though we know that the best in the world exists in All Elite Wrestling. But all in all, when it comes down to it,
MJF called. He knows he's better than you.
And we know it. But Alex says safe travels to Vegas. Thank you, my friend. But guys, again, this is the end to the watch party. We'll see you come Saturday for our WrestleMania special, starting at exactly noon, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But all in all, Corey, thank you, my friend. Thank you to those who were watching on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Again, we'll see you on Saturday. Thank you for watching with us. Peace, love, farewell.